All right, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy RigGaming27, and once again, I want to thank you for joining my channel. And today, I want to discuss Nintendo. And yes, I might have been, bashing Nintendo lately because of their stupidity, but it seems like they just can't get any more stupider than what they are right now. And it seems that Iwata and Marmoto came out and doing more damage controlling, and it just get to a point that I just want to just go to Japan and just tell them to shut the fuck up and slap them upside the head. Let's go to Old Dirty. How do you feel about this situation with Nintendo just damage controlling everything and just throwing haymakers at Microsoft and Sony, man? How do you feel about this mess?
I mean, at this point, they really can't. You know what I'm saying? Looking at their console is just dead last. And it been out. Going on 3 years and a year before the other two competitions. I mean, for them to say that um, at our digital event, we showing games is coming out this year, not in the future. But that's what you want to do. You want people to see what's coming to your console. I don't care if it's like 2016 or 2017. You know what I'm saying? You still want people to know and be hyped for this stuff. Well, not even hyped, just be happy that they're getting games. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap, we should get a Metroid, or we have to get a new IP, and it looks nice. You know what I'm saying? And it come out in 2017, and that's what you want your fans that buy your console to react to. Is that we're getting games. Not just okay, this is what's coming this year. Okay, what's coming next year and the following year? What's in the future for the console I just purchased? And for Nintendo to say that we're only showing stuff that's coming out this year. We're not like the other two where they showing stuff that's won't be out until a year and a half years later. But they doing it smart though, because we that have they console, we already look forward to these games. Yeah, we know it ain't coming out next year, or it could be coming out next year, 2017. But we still know what games are coming out. And for Nintendo to say that, man, about the other two, man, it just let me know they not up to par. They in their own world and they got to get out of it. They have to wake up. Like they have to wake up and look at their competition. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to compete with them, that's fine. But you still got to see, what consumers like and dislike. It's just not about Japan, what Japan likes. It's about what the North America, you know what I'm saying? It's about Europe, it's about the UK. What makes them click in gaming, and it's what you got to cater to. And Microsoft and Sony is doing it. You know what I'm saying? They do it for their customers. Look at Microsoft. Microsoft has always making changes with the Xbox One, always trying to give out some type of deal, bundle, gaming wise, exclusive wise, and Nintendo got to wake up and do the same thing with this NX. Whatever the hell it is, they got to wake up and do it with the NX.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right on that, man. Just Nintendo, they just been so damn lazy. And for instance, when you said Microsoft and Sony, like if you look at like special bundles or like with the hardware, like for instance with the PlayStation 4 when they had that special edition, the PS4 that look exactly like the PS1, and you got the Xbox One, they got it looking like they got the was it the Call of Duty, was it the Ghost version? Like they modified the system, looked really cool. But with the Wii U, you just get a plain white and you get a plain black one. But the only thing they might modify is the gamepad, and that's it. But that's just one thing that's lazy with Nintendo. And another thing, you got the whole entire standard features. I talk about that all the time, and they don't want get with the program, get with times, and it just cater to not just the Nintendo fans, cater to everybody. Like for instance, like we play more than just Nintendo games. We play third-party games. We play it all, and it would be nice if we could play all those games on the Nintendo platform. But if they continuously and want to cater towards the Nintendo fanboys, then the home console market going to cease to exist pretty soon, because not everybody going to pay $300 or $400 on a system that only gets first-party games. That's just a no-no. And Nintendo they might could survive next generation if this same issue with the Wii U happen because they still got a lot of money. But the generation after that and the generation after that, it's gonna be real tough. I'm just being honest with that. And for Iwata and Mamoto coming out throwing shots at Sony and Microsoft, it was uncalled for, man. And Iwata, he didn't even show up to E3. He didn't go to Los Angeles. And he's basically saying that people had smiles on their faces in the booth. And you got Mamoto, he coming out saying, saying that what you said a while ago, or Dirty, that games coming out in 2016, 2017, people is not looking forward to games that's in the future. But then again, I saw Sony and Microsoft's E3. People got hyped when they saw Horizon. People got hyped when they saw Record. People got hyped when they saw Doom. Star Wars Battlefront. Those games is what we want, what the mainstream audience want. That's how that is what E3 is about. It's about building up hypeness for the past, well, for the present and for the future. And Nintendo right now, they just for the present. And I don't know what the hell is in the future for the Wii U, because 2016, only thing that I know that's coming out is Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem and Zelda U, which I think is going to be an NX port. So it's just a bunch of BS that's going on inside the Nintendo, in Japan. Just a bunch of bullshit that's going on. And Dave, I saw your video earlier. You touched up on this BS. Tell me your thoughts about it, man.
Pretty much like I said in my video, they had this whole thing with digitimes.com, pretty much trying to confirm that the whole NX is coming in. I believe they said it's going to start production in October and be out by July. I think there's some false statements to that article, so I think some of the article is true and some of it's just, speculation. But my whole thoughts on it, I think the NX is coming. I've been saying this since the get-go, like ever since the whole announcement of it, when it was coming. I don't think it's coming 2017, 2018. It's coming out 2016. It'll be announced at E3, like Nintendo said, in March. And I think it'll be out by November. And I couldn't see them continuing this horror show that's the Wii U. It's been a horror show ever since the beginning. It's like, and you still got Nintendo dudes that actually will defend the Wii U. It's almost like, hey, Nintendo can literally, Iwata could take a shit and put the Nintendo seal of approval on it and say, here you go, and they're like, yes. It's the same thing over and over and over. But you'll have people that defend it, but it is coming. I feel bad for the people that did, hold on to the Wii U. I hold on long enough. I couldn't hold on any longer. If anybody can hold on longer like you guys do, I give you guys the fucking Medal of Honor. I can't do it. But I don't know, with this whole NX, you still have the problem that, it's possibly not a home console. You got people predicting it's a hybrid. It sounds like something stupid Nintendo would do, mix a handheld with a console. I don't think people want gimmicks. They just want a regular console from Nintendo. But we don't know what it is still. But if you look at the Wii U, we do know what it is. It's a home console. That's my thoughts.
Oh, okay. Actually, I was supposed to be going to King Apache. He must have lagged out.
Yeah, so.
Oh, okay, he'll be back. Yeah, man, oh my gosh. We know Nintendo. We grew up with them. We played the NES, the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, GameCube, which I didn't own the GameCube, but I played it. And of course, the Wii and the Wii U, and and oh my God, it's just right now. It's frustrating being a Nintendo fan these days, because that.
Did you like the Wii, or were you a fan of the Wii when you owned it? Or?
Oh, I had the Wii. No, they had a few good games, but I mostly played my 360 last generation. Don't get me wrong, the Wii had some good games. They, at least they had some. They had the Resident Evil archives. They had the Resident Evil 0. They had Resident Evil 4. They actually had some games. They had the House of Dead Overkill, which I enjoyed that game. Oh yeah. Oh, you played that one too?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. You just can't have no little kids around you when you play that game, because they had that black man just cussing all the time on that game.
Yeah, that was stupid stereotype, man.
Yeah.
Game, man. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, that kind of set us back. Yeah, they had the angry black man stereotype in their game, but I guess besides the angry black man stereotype, I like the game. And you know they have some cool games. You know, Red Steel 2. You know, they had some games. They probably didn't have as many games as the 360 and PS3, but they had a hell of a lot more games than the Wii U, and I tell you that straight up. And you know, and the Wii was cheaper than the Wii U, and the Wii U cost more. You know, the reason why it costs more because the cost of production of the gamepad, which is killing the sales basically. And Nintendo, they are refusing to drop the price because they want to freaking make profit. They rather make profit than sell consoles for some reason. I still don't understand, because if they could just take that little small sacrifice and drop the price, then maybe some of the third-party developers might come back on board since they see the Wii U selling. But Nintendo's not thinking about that. They thinking about the future. They thinking about the NX. And it's been, like I said, it's been a rumor about the NX coming out in July of next year. And what's going on, Nick? I just now saw your picture pop up. What's going on, man?
I decided to try and brave it and join in. I missed so many of these. I mean,
yeah.
Cold, so if I don't talk a lot, don't feel bad. I just haven't. It's like I haven't been feeling good today.
That's all good. And I'm about to come right straight at you, man, because yo, turn to talk. What do you think? What do you think? This whole situation with Nintendo. Do you think they're full of shit? Because after that E3 presentation last month, of course, you had Reggie Fils-Aimé damage controlling about the E3. You know, he's basically saying some off the wall stuff about the Wii U is continuously getting strong third-party support, which I'm still trying to figure that out. And he's saying that the crowd had a good reception of the Metroid Prime Federation Force. I don't know what made him say that. And of course you got with Iwata and you got Miyamoto coming out, you know, saying what they said yesterday and the day before. I'm pretty sure you are aware of what's been going on. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about why is Nintendo bashing the other companies because they had a poor E3.
Well, yeah, of course they're full of shit, but they get paid for that. That's the whole point. I mean, like when we go on and damage control for these companies, we look like idiots because we're not getting paid to do this shit. So yeah, when we do it, it's stupid. But that's what they're there for. I mean, I think they know. I'm pretty sure they know that they're going down, but they decided to go down swinging. I mean, do people expect Nintendo or Reggie or her to sit there and like cry like a bitch, going, "Oh, I'm so sorry, please again"? No, they're gonna talk shit about other companies because they're trying to look strong. I mean, they know they're full of shit. We know that they're full of shit, but like I said before, they need to get paid. They need to put food on their table, so they're going to lie as much as they need to make sure they keep their jobs. And even if they fired Reggie, they're just going to replace him with somebody else who's going to say the exact same thing.
Yeah, that is true. He's just a PR stunt man. That's all he is. But he's just full of shit. Like we already know how defensive the Nintendo Defense Force is. We already know how they are. They would defend everything about Nintendo. And when you see the Nintendo fans lashing out Nintendo, then that tells you that they really fucked up badly. They really fucked up. And hey man, I'm looking at my comment section, and somebody's saying that y'all know Red Fox. Was it Red? Yeah. They say he's talking shit about me in this podcast. Yeah. Fuck that motherfucker, man. I don't give a
fuck that weirdo.
Well, fuck that dude. Look what blackball him during that what's that corporate slave of the year? He called him Cleveland Junior. Cleve, you better get on with them bifocals on this damn face. You better get on. Yeah, you better. I ain't trying to start, but like he threw out the first punch. You better leave me alone because I will expose his fake ass. But anyway, man. Hey man, I ain't trying to start no drama, but when somebody talk about me, man, they could go kick rocks and go eat a dick, whatever. But
I did a video back a while ago on Mr. Red Fox when he was Mr. El Zorro Rojo. That is your true definition of a Wii U weirdo right there.
Man, this dude right here, this dude channel sucks, man. I started my YouTube channel 11 months ago, and I swear he had like maybe 300 some subscribers. He barely is a little bit over 400. I think I passed him.
I think his problem though is he talks too. I don't know. He just goes on too long about whatever he's going on about. He don't reach a point. It's like That's the problem with a lot of these weirdos. They go on forever and never reach a point. You know,
Yeah,
my opinion.
you better get the fuck on talking about me here. You better leave me alone. I'll make some exposed videos about his punk ass. But anyway, I done got off topic, man. I done got off topic. I'm sorry to cut you off, Nick, man. Go ahead, man.
Oh no, that was pretty much it.
Oh, that's pretty much it. All right. So I guess we're still waiting on King Rapachi to come back. But yeah, man, like, man, what the hell is wrong with Nintendo, y'all? Like, we know that. Okay, when the Wii U was launched, we knew that it wasn't up to par with it was barely it was barely up on par with the last generation. But whenever the PS4 and the Xbox One come out, we already know that they was gonna blow them out the water because Nintendo they still want to live in the past, and it's just their systems is still missing a lot of standard features that basically the mainstream audience wants, like for instance, like streaming on Twitch, or having a achievement system, voice chat, having online multiplayers, which Nintendo just don't like to do. For instance, like you got the Mario parties, you got the Super Mario 3D World, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, even Star Fox is not even having online multiplayer. So what is going on with Nintendo? Why are they still refusing to do multiplayer? Why are they still stuck in the 90s? Why are they still doing what they're doing? And this is the main reason why the Wii U is selling the way it is, because people is getting sick and tired of their bullshit. Nintendo needs to step up and basically they need to listen to the real Nintendo fans. That's what they need to do. They need to listen to the real Nintendo fans, because on the Nintendo fanboys that they are listening to, it's going to freaking all they doing is digging themselves a deeper hole. That's what they doing. They might have a lot of money. They might have 20 or 30 billion put up in the bank, however much they have, but the way they are going, like I say, they can last at least another generation or two if they want to basically give us a console that's full of Nintendo games and no third-party support. But after that generation, they're gonna lose more money, and they have no choice but to go third-party because nobody can take them serious no more. The third parties can't take them serious no more. So watch the third parties, put their games on their system. Like Nintendo needs to face it. They don't run the industry no more. It's the third party that runs the industry, and Nintendo is still stuck in their old ways, man. And I don't know, man. It's just so much shit that's going on. It's just, man, I'm just so frustrated. And I even said today that I'm embarrassed to be a Nintendo fan because of all this bullshit that's going on inside the Nintendo community. What's going on inside Nintendo of Japan, of that ludicrous shit that they are talking, because it don't make sense. They come. What you say?
Game of 27. This is what it is.
If
Nintendo don't take a step back right now and look and be like, you know what, the Wii U is a failure. It's what, 10 million only sold, and they have to hear, the fans asking for voice chat. Nintendo know we want voice chat. The Wii U can do voice chat, but Nintendo just don't want to add it. You know what I'm saying? Nintendo got to step back, look at the competition. It don't matter if you want to be in competition with them or not. You got to take a step back and be like, you know what? Let me look at and see what they doing. Okay. Don't think about Japan, because we already know the Xbox ain't doing well in Japan. You know what I'm saying? It's only the Nintendo and Sony. But you still have to look in North America, UK, and Australia. You have to look and be like, okay, these guys have voice chat. They got notifications that come on the TV. They got invites. You know what I'm saying? They got streaming to Twitch and Ustream and all that. Even if Nintendo don't do the Ustream, you know what I'm saying, stream to Twitch, I would still get the console. they would have to get with the time. They would have to get with the notifications on the TV. I don't want to see a blinking light on my controller because you know what? I'm not looking down at my controller.
Yep.
The blinking light can be anything. It could be a message. It could be an invite, a friend's request, anything. How would I know? Bring it up on TV to let me know what it is. Hey, I got a message, from, I'm saying, Grim, he done sent me an invite to play so-and-so. And Nintendo gonna have to get on par because right now, this generation, people want power now. They want power in a console. Not saying that the Wii U is a bad console. Don't get me wrong. I like the Wii U. The graphics to me is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Well, hell, we just came from last generation playing with the same graphics. So to me, it's not ugly. Because I've been playing them for like 9 years. So, but this generation, these gamers now, they want power. That's what they want. And Nintendo got to step up. They got to step up and give them the power. Got to step up and get the power so the third party can actually port their games over. Don't give third party no reason why they can't port their game over to your next console. Because if third party don't want to bring their games over to the NX, then we know it's third party got something with Nintendo. Because if Nintendo is giving them a console that can handle anything that they can throw at them, like the PS4 and Xbox One, then there's something wrong with Nintendo and third party personally.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that. Matter of fact, whenever they came from their little meeting with the shareholders, they mentioned something. They mentioned that they had a good reception with third parties whenever they was explaining their NX to them, and they said it was positive, whatever. But I will believe it when I see it. I will believe it whenever I will see Madden's, NBA 2Ks, those games on the NX, or see Mortal Kombat or Street Fighters, Call of Duties, Assassin's Creed, whenever those games that we see on PlayStations and Xboxes all the time, if I don't see that on the NX, then I can't take Nintendo serious no more. I really can't, because it's all about the traditional standard features these days, and Nintendo is still trying to give us a basic console that should have been released 10 years ago. That should have been released with the 7th generation. The Wii U is a 7th generation console, and by being a 7th generation console, it's still not up to par with the 360 and the PS3. So technically, the Wii U is a 6th generation console, just with better graphics. And I'm just sick and tired of Nintendo basically wanting to damage and control, and basically want to tell us what's good for us, telling us that we should just take what they give us and don't cry about it. Don't say anything about it. Give us like a game like Splatoon, with the whole entire voice chat situation. That game is perfect. It works perfect with voice chat, and they won't give it to us because they are so concerned about adults talking to children, and I'm just so pissed off about that. Nintendo needs to stop being the parent to everybody. That would piss me off.
But see, I think the thing is also is Nintendo needs to let Reggie. I think Reggie's like the president of North America, Nintendo of America. Let Reggie make decisions for North America. Iwata and Miyamoto, you worry about Japan. Because what you're doing over in Japan doesn't work here in North America. Because when Lincoln Howard was with Nintendo back in the day with the Super Nintendo and N64, Lincoln Howard, he was running things. And he got third party to put games, to come to Nintendo. Even when Nintendo fucked up and stayed with cartridge instead of moving to CD, he still got third party to still make some terrific games for the GameCube, even though it was more expensive, and everybody wanted to jump ship and go to to Sony and Sega Saturn. Yeah. But Lincoln Howard, he did that because he ran things in North America, and the other Japanese guy, I can't remember his name, he ran things over there in Japan. So now after the N64, you know what I'm saying, and the GameCube and the Wii and the Wii U, it's Iwata. He's running everything. You can't let a person overseas run everything. You
Nope.
gotta have somebody here in North America know what North American people want.
That is true, man.
That's what Nintendo is messing up at. The shareholders, they just got one person running the whole show to one place, and you cannot do that. You have to let Reggie or whoever you want in North America do North America. Just like Howard Lincoln did back in the day with Nintendo, how they was dominating. Because he ran North America. He wasn't listening to Japan, because Japan and North America are two different countries. We are two different type of gamers. And that's what
Yep.
Nintendo have to wake up and see. Like, look, okay, we gotta let, okay, if this was North America, won't let them have it. Japan don't care too much for it, so let it be. Let them be happy over there. Nintendo, I'm telling you, they got to step up with this one. They have to wake up, because if they don't, man, they in trouble. Because just looking at the Wii U, and you only sold 10 million going on 3 years, that should let Nintendo know your fan base ain't happy.
Well, it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with, like, you know, I've been hearing this a lot from different YouTubers saying that I grew up from Nintendo. I grew up from them because they still want to, you know, keep that kiddie atmosphere, which there is nothing wrong with that. But when you just cater to children and that's it, and don't cater toward, you know, to teens and adults, then that fan base that, you know, as us as adults, you know, we grew up with Nintendo. We've been playing Nintendos for well over 20 years. Like a lot of us that's, you know, in our late 20s to early mid 30s or 40s, we're done with them because the games that they bring to the table just doesn't interest us no more. And last time I checked, I forgot the graph, but I believe it's the average age of a Wii U owner is like 25 or something like that. I believe that's what it is, 25 and older, the average age, whatever. So basically, majority of the people that owns a Wii U is an adult. So in that case, why did Nintendo bring some damn puppets to the damn E3, the digital event, knowing that majority of adults is watching? Majority of the Nintendo fans are adults.
Maybe they think these are man-childs and have the adults of, you know, like have the mindset of a man-child, you know. I mean, Muppet Babies. You can't beat that.
Yeah, probably so. I guess they might be man-child, whatever.
No,
But this,
hey, I'm not taking any shots at Mr. T, but I gotta say this: they see him playing with dolls, so they might want to give you dolls. Just saying.
I guess,
just kidding. Just kidding.
I guess one thing, Mr. Tonight, he's cool now, man. He, like, at first I thought Mr. T was a Wii U weirdo, which would you always say, but nah, man, he tells the truth, man. I've been watching his videos, man. He tells it like it is, man. He ain't no corporate slave like no Mr. Red Fox. I'll tell you that straight up.
No, he's not on that category. Not as
no, he ain't no Mr. Red Fox. He ain't no Doc Trey. He ain't He tells the truth. That's what I like about it. That's why I always watch his channel, man. He's good people, man. No, but you know, like you were saying, you know, or dirty, you know, like, Iwata, yes, he needs to let Reggie run North America, since North America is the strongest region as far as sales of the software and consoles, and yet Iwata still wants to take the shots. Like, I don't understand. Like, what are they trying to do here? That's why I've been saying that Nintendo needs to hire some young fresh meat, some young people. They don't necessarily got to take their jobs. They just need some advisors. You know, you telling me all these years Microsoft and Sony has been going head to head with one another. They can't get nobody to take notes and see what the competition is doing and see what kind of, you know, features, what kind of games that they have on their platforms that, you know, Nintendo don't have. Like, Nintendo, they basically know what they are doing, what they got, but they still want to basically be stuck in that mind frame that all us Nintendo fans want is Mario games all the time. All we want is Star Fox or Zelda, Metroid, and that's it. That's it. We don't get nothing else. Well, besides Mario's, we get Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Mario Maker, Mario. God damn it, how much Mario can we freaking take? Like, I just get to a point that I'm sick and tired of looking at that fat ass red plumber. That plumber. I'm sick and I'm tired of Mario. It's too many Mario. I just can't take it no more. That's why a lot of Nintendo fans that's why they turn their backs on Nintendo, because they're sick and tired of seeing Mario. They sick and tired of seeing fucking Peach. Like, how many times does it take to say the princess? Like where's the okay? She's supposed to be a princess in a big ass castle. Where the fuck is the security guard at? God damn, you tell me she's the only one that lives in the damn castle, and all Mario do is save her every freaking game, and she always get kidnapped by the same fucking monster, John or Bowser, whatever. I'm getting sick and tired of it. Like there's no storyline to it. We don't know. Look, I'm just getting sick and tired of Mario, basically.
Well, hold on. Let me say something. Pokemon Nerd 2000. Hold on. Pokemon. Super Mario 1999 Pokemon 2000 said.
I know you're talking about.
He says Batman has been milked too. So if Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed, so he's saying that they've been milked too, but not as much as Mario. Batman has had a few games, but that's a little series of games. Like that's the Arkham Knight, series.
Mm-hmm.
It's what is it? 4 games. Okay, that's all a series. How long has Mario been going on compared to Batman, even Assassin's Creed, and even Call of Duty? Mario's been gone a lot longer. It is what it is.
Shit, there's already 3 Mario games this year. You got the Mario Party, Mario Maker, Mario Tennis. Oh no, you got 4. You got Mario versus Donkey Kong Tipping Stars. So basically 4 Mario games in 1 year, and we are still awaiting a freaking Metroid game, which the fans been wanting for a long time. It seems like the games that the Nintendo fans want, like Nintendo give us the opposite. Like that Metroid game, that joke of a game, like that game was, I don't know what the hell that shit was. Nintendo did that mess on purpose, trying to slap a Metroid name on a game. They did that so it can sell, knowing that it has nothing to do with Metroid. Samus is not even in the damn game. Like, what the hell was Nintendo thinking? Like, I don't know. Maybe they did that so they could get a lot of those fanboys to buy that game, but after that mess that they shown, a lot of fanboys turned against. A lot of fanboys want Nintendo's head. A lot of fanboys signed a petition so they get that game canceled for some reason. Like, it's like this. I've been saying this for the longest. If you don't want to support it, if you want to hurt Nintendo, hurt them with your wallet. Just don't support it. Don't buy it. And whenever you don't buy it, then they will send a message to Nintendo that they need to fix their shit. They need to do better than what they're doing right now. And I'm just sick and tired of this shit. They, like I say, they basically give the shit and say deal with it. Well, I'm telling Nintendo that I'm not supporting their shit until they give me what I want. Like I'm a real Nintendo fan. Like I've been supporting Nintendo for a very long time. I didn't have an NES. I played it. I had a Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. I didn't have a GameCube. I skipped that generation. But I had a Game Boy Advance. I had the handheld. See, it's like this. If I don't have the Nintendo console, I have the handheld. Like I didn't have the NES, but I had the Game Boy. I didn't have the I had the Game Boy Color. I had a Super Nintendo. I had the Game Boy Advance. But like I say, every generation I had either a Nintendo handheld or console. And it seems like Nintendo is giving us a big old fat middle finger. And they say deal with it, which pisses me the fuck off. That's basically what I'm getting here. It's just this madness that they are spitting at us these past few weeks, man. It started with Reggie, then you got Iwata, and you. Oh yeah, another thing I didn't bring up. Remember when Iwata somewhat apologized about that E3, and all of a sudden Reggie came and defended and said that was not an apology. That was an expression of that, like we can basically do better, or not. It's not that we can do better. It's we hear you. We hear what you're saying, but we're not apologizing to you. So basically, they said deal with it and fuck you. So that shit like that really pisses me off. That arrogant attitude of Nintendo is basically just. I see why you got rid of Wii U, Dave. Because Nintendo, they just keep spitting us this bullshit that I'm just getting sick and tired of dealing with. it's kind of hard to support a company that continuously keep giving you the finger, man. So I don't know, man.
I not only got rid of it for their bullshit, I got rid of it because there ain't nothing on the Wii U that I want to play anymore. I'm tired of Mario. I don't want it no more. I want something new. I want something that they haven't used in a while, like F-Zero. Star Fox they're giving you, that's like a 64 game. I don't even want that shit. I want what Nintendo used to do, like on the the N64 days, where you had GoldenEye, you had options, you had Turok, you had Quake 64, you had Vigilante 8. You don't got those options on the Wii U. The only options you're getting is fucking Mario and other games. I didn't see Mario in GoldenEye. I didn't see Mario in Vigilante 8. I didn't see Mario in Cruis'n USA. He's in every fucking game. I'm tired of seeing Mario.
That's why the Wii U sold the way it did. Like, come on, man. The PlayStation 4 is at 23 million, and it's been out for a year and 8 months, and the Wii U's at 10 million, and it was out 2 years and 8 months. That should tell Nintendo that they need to get their shit together. But they are still the way that they've been acting lately is that they is not going to change at all unless they get some new people to take over Reggie and Iwata's position. I'm just being real. As long as that they are as long as that they are in charge, it's still going to be the same old story, man. I'm just being real. Like, next generation of NX, we're going to see a lot of Mario games. I swear to God. You think we've seen a lot of Mario games now? We're going to see a lot more in the future. And whenever I swear, if I keep seeing more Marios, then I'm gonna have a video about me being fed up with Nintendo. I'm gonna do what's that dude named Brent? Was it Braden? Braden. Yeah, I think he had a video trading in his Wii U. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do the same thing. That probably might piss off a lot of fanboys. But it's just I don't know, man. It's just so much shit that Nintendo has been doing that's so questionable that it just make me want to get rid of my Wii U like now. The reason why I didn't
understand what, like, you got the NX coming out, and like I said, we don't know what it is. It could be a handheld. I don't think it's a handheld because they just released, the new 3DS, and it's actually, you actually have to have, you can only play there is games that you can only play on that. So I could see they're going to let that go. That just came out, so it has to be a home console.
No, it is a home console. Reggie Fils-Aimé, he already said there's a home console a few weeks.
So, yes, with that said, I don't see, with all this shit that went on with the Wii U, I couldn't see Nintendo. I mean, really look what they did. You think they're really going to come out guns blazing and actually nail it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, look what they've been doing look at their track history. It's been horrible. So, my honest opinion, their last good console was the N64, and ever since then, after that, I didn't like the GameCube. I didn't like the Wii. Did they learn their lesson now? I don't think so. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think they're come out like listening to everybody, because they're not listening to everybody right now. They're still ignoring people and saying, "Oh, everything's great," blah 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 blah. We got great feedback. No, you got horrible feedback, and you don't even say it. And I understand he's a PR person, like Nick said in his video, but damn, I mean, that's some fucking serious fucking lying right there, right to everybody's face. Like, at least come out and honestly admit when you have such a flop of a console, somewhat. I mean, the only reason I could see them doing this is because they're trying to sell Wii U still. And they're going to piss off people, that buy a Wii U and then they discontinue it next year.
Miyamoto, he came out and he kind of said that the Wii U was a disappointment. He didn't say it like that, but he said the main reason why the Wii U didn't sell is because of the I guess the main reason why they didn't drop the price so it could sell more, because of the gamepad, and of course it costs a lot of money to make the gamepad, so that's why they didn't drop the price, so they could continuously and make profit. And that's basically where he's coming from. And another thing about the gamepad, he basically said that the reason why it didn't take off because whenever the Wii U was launched, the mobile market was already booming with the iPads, with the Samsung Galaxies, with all the tablets and everything. And I was like, what, he is kind of right about that. But then again, the Wii U is the only home console that has a tablet. The PS4 is somewhat like that. They got the PS Vita, it's compatible with the PS4, but the gamepad it comes with the Wii U. So basically, it's more different. It's much different than the Xbox One and the PS4. So so basically the Wii U is more unique than the other consoles, and even though that the Wii U has less power than the Xbox One and PS4, if they would have had good strong third-party support, and if Nintendo would have actually supported their own system and basically innovated the gamepad that they supposed to innovate, then maybe you would see a difference in the sales, and maybe we would have a different discussion about Nintendo. And and we didn't mention anything about marketing. They didn't market their system. They basically wanted the Wii name to sell for them, and that's why it failed miserably, because we don't see any Wii U commercials. We hardly see Wii U commercials. The only way Nintendo will market their own, the only way Nintendo will market the Wii U, it has to be a Mario game. It has to be a Super Smash Bros., or Mario Kart, or even Splatoon, since that's their new RP. Those are the only games that I saw Nintendo market the hell out of them. Like games like Bayonetta, games like Hyrule Warriors. Even though they got Nintendo characters, but then again, it's not made from Nintendo. It's made from Koei Tecmo. We only saw commercials on one channel, and that was during was it Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. So you only see commercials with those two games during the evening, and of course a lot of people's not watching TV around that time. And you got the third party games, which of course Nintendo never market those games. So it's all about their own franchises. Like if it doesn't have Mario, Zelda, Metroid in it, or Star Fox, then Nintendo don't give a shit. And basically that's what I'm coming from. They don't like to market their shit, and that's why the Wii U fell so bad. And will they learn from their mistakes whenever the NX comes out? I honestly don't think they will learn from their mistakes, because the way that they are acting right now, it's going to get worse. Just being honest, it's going to get worse. And you think that we are bashing Nintendo right now? Let's get next generation, and this crap continuously, this mess is still going on. Then I'm gonna be like, the hell with Nintendo. I'm completely done with them. I might just turn to a PC gamer. I've always been a console gamer, but I might just dab a little bit on the PC. I'm gonna get a PS4 eventually. I don't have a PS4 yet. I have an Xbox One, but just me supporting Nintendo in general. I'm just the hell with them.
I'll be honest with you. After what I seen with Batman, how bad that one with the PC, it kind of made me think different about the PC market.
Really?
So that changed my thoughts about the whole PC thing, just being honest.
I never even heard anything bad about the PC when it comes to crap like that. Just only on the consoles. But,
I've heard a bunch of times of them having problems with games. That's why the one thing I didn't like, I heard the thing that made me kind of think of going toward PC is the game prices. I think they're good sales on theme sales and etc. and that CD keys, whatever that's called, but I didn't like seeing what went on with Batman. I've seen stuff like that, but not as bad. Like I talked before, the podcast with Renpachi. That's the only thing that turned me off about PC recently. I don't think the grass is always greener on the other side. That is true.
I thought all that money that people invest to their PCs, they invested thousands of dollars, it should be, far much superior than the consoles.
Yeah, but you got to think too. If you're not, some of these dudes with PCs are really good with them and know how to optimize things and all that. If you're a console gamer and you're not used to that type of shit, you might have a hard time with that. Not saying you can't learn that, but it's not as easy, I think, as everybody makes it sounds. And as good. Everything has a downfall. Nintendo has a downfall, Sony has a downfall, Microsoft has a downfall, and so does PC. I would look into that highly before you actually jump to it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is true, man. That is true. But I guess with this Nintendo shit, why is Nintendo not giving us anything to be hyped about? Even though that Iwata came out and he mentioned that whenever the NX comes out, they're going to continuously and support the Wii U. So that tells you that the NX is going to come out before the Wii U's life cycle is over. So basically, it's either going to come out next year around July, which I've been hearing a lot, or it might come out next year during the holidays. That's basically what I'm thinking. But for Miyamoto coming out saying that, like why people why I guess Microsoft and Sony they coming out showing games that's coming out 1 or 2 years later. Then Nintendo's not all about that. They all about showing games that's coming out within a few months from each other, or within the year or whatever. And like I don't understand, like why is Nintendo not giving us anything to be hyped about in the future? Like it's just
wait a second. You just saw the damn Muppet Babies, and you weren't excited watching that?
Dude, I freaking forced myself to watch that E3. Like the beginning of that E3, whenever I saw that crap, I was like, "What the hell is this crap?" I was like, "Oh, that must be."
People actually were excited for damage controlled that, like Mr. Red Fox. I'm not trying to call him out, but he was actually one I heard defend the Muppet Babies.
Mr. Red Fox can go eat a big fat dick. That's all I can say. He want to talk shit. He want to talk shit about me. He could eat the fattest dick in the world. Like seriously, like he started this shit. He want to be if you want to be an enemy to me, then it's whatever. Keep my goddamn name out his damn mouth, or I will freaking expose his ass. I will freaking make a lot of diss videos about his ass. Yeah, he better leave me the fuck alone. I'm being real. I'm being real. Like I said, I don't like when people talk about me.
That's your new arch enemy, like how Blackstone used to say.
I want to say arch enemy because I don't really talk to him like that. I guess with Mr. Red Fox, like he was on my podcast. Like I guess the first podcast I had on my channel, he was on there, and he was cool. We talked and everything, but I guess whenever I got sick and tired of Nintendo's bullshit. Whenever I started, basically saying how I feel about Nintendo, I guess a lot of those little Nintendo fuckboys, those little wee weirdos, I guess they didn't like that. So if they don't like it, they can kick rocks and go eat a dick, like I said, because I don't give a fuck. They don't pay my goddamn bills. Like, what the fuck? If they pay my damn bills, then maybe I will give a fuck. Just being real. I'm just, like I say, he can kick rocks, all I give a damn. But all I know is, man, these Nintendo fanboys, man, it just blows my mind on how their mindset is, man. They know that they are getting pumped in the ass. They're getting anally raped. They're getting raped with a fucking 40-inch dick, and they will still freaking defend Nintendo. I'm just being real. They will still defend everything about Nintendo. Like, I'm just getting sick and tired of this bullshit. Like, Nintendo is, everybody, talking about Nintendo, all their games are they don't have no glitches, they're polished and, all this bullshit that, their DLC is dirt cheap. Don't get me wrong, some of their DLC is fair on price, but not everything, just being honest. Some fanboys got pissed off at me because I'm over here pointing out the facts with Splatoon, which I do own. I bought the game and I do enjoy the game because it's fun. It's fun, but does it have enough modes? No, it doesn't have enough modes. Like Nintendo, like for instance, anybody you have Splatoon, don't you, Old Dirty?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have. Cause I saw you online. Okay, with the modes that Splatoon has, and it costs $60. And plus there's no voice chat. Do you smell bullshit with that? Like. And another thing, okay, with the new maps and the weapons and all this bullshit that they recently given us, how come all of a sudden we, whenever we get some new content, we download it to our console? Like, how can we not download these new maps and stuff and all of a sudden it's in there? So that tells you that Nintendo is locking the extra content on the disc. They are basically giving us that extra content during the months, during the summer, because they know that we are not getting any games throughout the summer. So that's why they are withholding some of this content to hold us over until August, whenever they're supposed to be getting up this big update, so we can actually play with our friends, which is bullshit. So I'm paying $60 for a multiplayer game that's basically, like I said, don't get me wrong, it is fun. But for $60, it's not worth $60 at the time. But over time, it might be worth $60. But as the game launched, it is not worth $60. And I even said this, that Call of Duty games has more content in them before you even pay for DLC. I'm just being real. If you want to compare that to Splatoon, it has more content than Splatoon before you pay for DLC. Am I right on that?
Yeah, you're right.
You know, so no, just tell me how you feel about this situation since you actually own Splatoon.
Like I was telling Dave, like maybe like a week or two before Splatoon came out, and I started hearing different things about, you know, Nintendo it's only gonna come with like 5 maps. It's gonna rotate, like 2 maps rotate every, 4 hours. Nintendo is going to slowly bring out different, stages and modes and stuff like that. And I was telling Dave, I'm like, you know what? This game is incomplete. I'm like, I don't even want to spend $60 because Dave was actually like, how much is going to be? I'm like, I think it's $60 if I'm not mistaken that I seen at GameStop. I mean at Best Buy. And I'm like, it's not worth $60. And I was telling Dave a week before it was about to come out, I'm like, I don't know if I want to get this day one. Because I'm like, it's just too much stuff that Nintendo was doing with this game, and there's not enough content in it. If I could talk about third party with their content, of certain games that they bring out, I could definitely do it with Nintendo. And I was on the fence. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm getting this game. I said, only way I'm going to get this game if I get it for half the price, because that's what Nintendo was giving me, a half-ass game. And sure enough, I got it for half price.
But didn't Europe sell this game for like $40? I could have sworn Europe sold the game cheaper.
Yeah, I believe other places outside the U.S. sold it cheaper, because I remember I was talking to Deku, and he said it was cheaper over in Ireland, I believe. Wasn't as much as it is over here in the States.
See?
So basically, the strongest market, North America, is getting fucked in the ass with the price, basically.
But
I see that's pretty messed up though.
But
go ahead.
Somebody actually, I guess, cracked the disc and seen like different contents on the game, like more guns and more modes and stuff like that. So yeah, Nintendo locked all that. I don't know if the game wasn't finished and they just wanted to put something out there, and then once they finished working on it, they just send an update to our system to unlock it. But Nintendo was doing something, because you didn't have to download anything. Nintendo would just say, oh, it's a new map coming out. You know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock. And when 8 o'clock come around, there you go. Bam. I ain't have to download nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that tells you that it was already on there.
So all that stuff they're giving us is actually on the disc.
Yep, that is true, man. That's why I smell bullshit, and I smell a lot of hypocrisy, especially coming from the Nintendo community, talking about how Nintendo don't fuck you over, and I feel that they did. They want.
You see, the thing about it is, and I'm thinking of like Splatoon, more or less has been doing exactly what other game companies have been doing for the past couple of years, and it goes in line with what I've been saying for a long time. And this is not defending Nintendo or Splatoon in any way, but it's like I said, that people didn't realize that this is a problem in gaming until Nintendo starts to do it. Because look at Arkham Knight. There is a lot of shit that they hit on that disc, and they're hiding it behind a paywall. And it's basically more or less the same situation, but nobody wants to talk about that. And like I said, I'm not defending either game, because both of just are complete fucking ripoffs of mine. That's why I only rented Arkham Knight. I did not buy that shit yet. I will buy it when they come out with their full edition a year from now. And that's, well, I can't even talk. Pretty much what I have to say about that.
I guess when Arkham Knight, I brought that up, cause I was like, whenever they announced that they got was it a $40 season pass, and it was supposed to be like a 6-month season pass, something like that. It was supposed to last for like a half a year or something like that. And I was like, that's kind of that's bullshit, because the Arkham Knight's game, it's not even out. It's like the game won't even it's launching like in 2 or 3 months, and they already announcing this high price DLC.
Yeah,
And
but they do that with Call of Duty. Black Ops 3's already got the season pass, and that's $50.
Call of Duty, same thing, yeah.
I remember when season pass used to cost like between $20 to $30. Now it's getting ridiculous with the price.
Well,
So what's the
pass wasn't a thing.
to be fair, Call of Duty has been out the longest with season passes, and they've been the most expensive, $50.
Yeah, that is true, but you know, like I say, you know,
no, but just saying with single player games, yeah, they start out $20, $25 season passes. But I'll say one thing about Batman Arkham Knight. I own it and the season pass. The season pass gives you like that Harley Quinn, you know, that comes with a pre-order. But I have a feeling with all this season pass shit, that's gonna be the good shit in the game. Because the Harley Quinn missions are fucking awesome. I mean, they're really fun actually, but it's short. I actually played it today. I think that's how it's going to be with a lot of games. It does suck. I agree with Nick. They are doing it with a lot of games, but I think the reason a lot of people are focused on Nintendo because they're the ones on the hot seat right now.
Yeah, they are on the hot seat. You know, that's Nintendo's fault. They put themselves on a hot seat with the stupidity that they are doing right now. If they just shut the fuck up and just concentrate on making the games that us real Nintendo fans been wanting for the longest, then they won't be on a hot seat. They will, you know, basically be one of the favorites like they used to be. Right now, they are the laughing stock in the gaming industry, basically. You know,
well, yeah. I will agree that with Nintendo, they are doing the thing like when they ask us, so what do you guys want? Well, we want this. Oh, no, too bad, you're getting this. I'm like, yeah, that is a problem right there. Because like, if you're not gonna get, why are you asking? Why are you asking what we want if you're gonna turn around and give some bullshit excuse why you can't do it? What do you guys want? F-Zero. Well, we don't know what to do with F-Zero. Like, really? You can't figure out what to do with F-Zero? Like, at all? Like, you do the same thing at Mario Kart to make it faster and put it online. There you go. But no, they can't figure that one out.
Now, see, I remember Miyamoto saying that he know that the fans want an F-Zero, but he himself said that he doesn't have an idea for F-Zero. So basically, he's saying he don't want to bring an F-Zero that's going to be the same F-Zero that was on the GameCube. He said he want to do something different with it, but don't have the idea right now. I'm like, okay, it's F-Zero. You know what I'm saying? You just ride around a track, you know what I'm saying, with loops and jumps and, you know, speed that's going like 900 miles per hour. That's what we want. You don't have to change anything. You know what I'm saying? You don't really have to add too much new to the game. You're trying to make the game different. You know, just give us the game. I mean, we haven't played the F-Zero since GameCube.
That's pretty sad.
I mean, they don't make the Mario formula different. They don't make the Zelda formula different. They don't make any other. This is like the same thing. Like, you don't have to change anything. Just make it and put the online. I mean, it's not that hard.
Well, they got that new game supposed to be coming out. It looks pretty fun. It's kind of similar to
Fast Racing Neo.
F-Zero. Yeah, Fast Racing Neo. And I know y'all was mentioning about which indie game has the best graphics, and I'm gonna probably look at that because the graphic looks pretty sweet on that game. It looks like it should be a retail release, to be honest, but they didn't say exactly when the game's supposed to come out. But I'm gonna get it, and they said that it's actually an online multiplayer game too, so that's pretty cool.
Now they're not going to tell us at the last minute that this game can't run on the Wii U, are they?
No,
I don't know.
This is actually the same development team that actually made that game, indie game on the Wii U called damn, what was it called? It was like he was inside of, he was killing like viruses.
Neo or something like that?
What's that?
Nano Assault Neo?
Yeah, that's it. That's the same team that did Nano Assault. They doing this Fast Racing Neo. Yeah, so they've been saying good things about the game. I actually seen some gameplay, on YouTube and at the Treehouse. So it looks good. It looks fun.
They didn't give us no release date, did they?
I can't remember if they said a release date, but I think it's supposed to be sometime this year because it's damn near complete, I think.
a Nintendo game with no release date? Surely this has never happened before.
Shit. Nintendo, they always have problems with release dates, man. You know, they don't even have games at all. They don't have no third-party support, and they still want to keep their games secretive. You know, when they gonna get a release date, it just makes the Wii U consumers even more frustrated, man. That would really piss me off. Like I said, if they would have had third-party support and had all the multiplats, then a lot of us could be patient for the release dates because we already playing Assassin's Creed and Call of Duties on a Wii U, but we're not getting that anymore. We ain't getting shit but Lego games, Skylanders, and Disney Infinity. And speaking of Skylanders, what was Nintendo's? I don't know what was going through their heads to trying to partner up with Activision to get Bowser and Donkey Kong in that game. I don't understand.
Let me take this because I was pissed the fuck off when I seen that. When Reggie sat down and they said Activision, I'm like, okay, you know, Activision, you know, didn't announce Black Ops 3 for the Wii U, but they did for the other 4 consoles. I'm like, okay, like, let me see what they're going to say. And they said Skylanders. And then they said Amiibos. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, no, hell no, not Amiibos, no. Then I was like, you know what? Calm down. It ain't over with. He probably going to surprise and be like, you know what? Black Ops 3 is actually coming to the Wii U. Or any of their biggest titles is coming to the Wii U this year. And I'm sitting there, and I'm being patient, and it didn't come. And I'm looking, I'm like, really? I'm like, Nintendo, you hooked up with one of the biggest third parties, and the only thing you could show for it is Skylanders Amiibos? Like, really? You didn't even go to them and say, you know what? Hey, look, that's cool. You want to use our Amiibos? That's cool. Go ahead, do your thing for Skylanders. But can we please get fucking Black Ops 3 on the Wii U? Because we do have fans that still play Black Ops 2 and Ghosts on the Wii U. You couldn't ask them that? You were just fine with 2 Amiibos that can turn on and off with a switch on it? I'm like, really, Nintendo? To me, like, they dropped the ball right there. I'm like, you partner up with a big third-party company that has, you know, third-party games. Some of the biggest third-party games, and you went for Skylanders and 2 Amiibos. That's fine if you want to go with that, but you could at least went with something else. You know, like, hey, we know y'all guys got a bunch of archives, and give us something. We need something else besides, you know, Skylanders. Port something over from 2 years ago. We don't care. Port something. And they did not do it. And I was just shaking my head like, I don't get it. You with third party, you talking about, you know, y'all got a great relationship, but you don't ask for no big title, especially Black Ops 3 that's coming to 360 and PS3. I didn't understand that. And I just knew, I'm like, Nintendo really dropped the ball with the Wii U. I'm like, they just dropped. I was at work watching it at my desk. And I'm looking like, yeah, you gonna say Black Ops 3? He's gonna say it. And it was over. Like, oh, they messed up.
Like, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm like, they dropped the ball on that. I was like, wow.
Nah, I wasn't like, wow. I was cussing front of you. I was, what the fucking flying fuck bitch shit bricks was this fucking bullshit ass shit Nintendo just showed us? Like, what the? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, Nintendo? You know, I was like, okay, these past Iwata said we was getting some big third party titles coming on the Wii U. Then whenever I was so excited whenever the digital Vic, you know, came on, even though I didn't care about the intro with the Muffin Babies and all that, and whenever they showed the Star Fox, I was like, okay, it's cool. They showed Star Fox, so okay, when we gonna get to that third party? And whenever they brought up Skylanders and Amiibos, I was like, is this the best Nintendo can do? And I was like, okay, that's fine. Okay, they did the Skylanders, the Amiibo. Okay, that's cool. That Bowser and Donkey Kong is in the game. Okay, what we get next? We get a lot of 3DS games and a lot of Amiibo talks and a lot of Mario talks, Mario makers. I was like, are you fucking serious, Nintendo? Of all this hype y'all so-called was doing these months prior to E3, and this is all we get Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking kidding me, Nintendo? Like, what the fuck, man? I was like, I can't do it no more. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, excuse me. Like, will this be the last Nintendo console I will own? I really don't know because of Nintendo's bullshit. I really don't know. They is not giving me a good reason to stay with their consoles because of all the stupidity that they are doing as a company. That's why I said they need some young advisors so they could keep track of what's hot in the gaming industry, and they are still freaking stuck in the 90s, which just pisses me the fuck off.
What's messed up is, when the Wii U was, close at launch, this generation I was just going with two consoles.
Mm-hmm.
I was going with Wii U. I'm like, okay, they seem to get third party, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get, they first party games, and the only decision I had to make was Xbox One or PS4. I was looking at just this generation, just go with two consoles instead of three. And Nintendo, like, they just dropped the ball, and I'm trying to figure out, like, why is third party leaving? Like, I'm like, this console can't be that weak. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if they still making games for the old consoles, why can't they just port it over to the Wii U? And I just wasn't understanding with third party. So I got my PS4 when Destiny came out, around Destiny time, like a week before Destiny came out. Then I eventually got the Xbox One. And third party was just gone from Nintendo. They left. And I used to have conversations with Dave, like, I'm trying to figure out why did they leave? Because I'm like, the Wii U, the original Wii was weak as hell. But it had a bunch of games. They had shitware, shovelware, but they had some good, unique games on that console.
And Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, which was pretty good games.
Yes, like Mario Galaxy, No More Heroes, Demon Blade, Capcom versus Takanaku, if I'm saying that name right. They had a bunch of games on the original Wii that a lot of people slept on because they was more interested in the 360 and PS3 because it was in HD.
Yeah.
And then the Wii U come out, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to probably get some sequels here, And no, it didn't happen. So when Reggie said, when he was sitting there with Activision and said, oh yeah, we got, we in good standards with third party. Okay, you say that and you come out with Skylanders and 2 Amiibos. So what you saying is that third party, you good with third party, all of y'all are, high-fiving each other. Is this high five that you getting from third party, are they coming to the NX? Did they tell you, you know what, we don't want to develop for an underpowered system again because that's money. That's extra money we can spend. Now, when the NX come out and it's on par or it's a little bit more powerful, is third party going to be there? Is that what Reggie was saying when he was like, hey, we're good with third party. We have a great relationship. Well, that great relationship better be with the NX because it's damn sure ain't with the Wii U.
Yeah. I'm
just trying to put pieces together that I'm hearing to understand, okay, when this NX come out, third party should be there. If Nintendo say anything about this console at E3 next year, we better see a bunch of third party games. A bunch of them. And Nintendo better advertise this NX and show stuff that they know that probably won't come out to 3 years later on the NX. You could make it CG. They could make CG, make a commercial showing, Metroid, showing Zelda. Even if there's another Smash, show it. It don't have to be gameplay. Do what Sony and Microsoft do. Show CG and get everybody hyped and happy. Because when you put that system out and you advertise what you're going to show, and you know that this game might not be out until 2-3 years after launch, that's fine. We know. And we're going to go out and get the system like, okay, they got third party. We're getting the same games from the 1 and the 4. And now Nintendo is showing they heavy hitters. Maybe they is showing Mario Galaxy 3 that everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are making a remake of, Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine. You know what I'm saying? There's another Zelda besides the Zelda U that's going to be ported over. You know what I'm saying? Here's that F-Zero. Here's that real Metroid Prime. Here's that game that, that Retro Studio is working on that's supposedly a new IP. Show it. Just show CG and just get us hyped for it. Be like, oh man, Nintendo is snapping with this system.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and get it. You have to look at Microsoft and Sony of what they're doing. Look at what Sony did with The Last Guardian 9 years ago, and they showed it again. And some people are still happy for that game. Some people are still actually waiting for that game. So Nintendo won't have to do the same thing. Not saying that we're going to wait 9 years to get another Punch Out or something like that, but you have to show it. If you know you're going to put these games on that new console, you have to say it. You have to show something. We know you can't show gameplay because it's in development or development haven't started yet, but you have to show CG. You have to show CG at the next E3 to get everybody hyped. Even if you don't want to come on stage and you do a Nintendo Direct, you have to show this.
Yeah.
You have to show not just the Nintendo fans and fanboys, but you got to show the haters as well that you mean business when you come out, because you coming out the gate swinging.
Yeah, I think they have to do a presentation next year, or they're gonna have to, especially if they're going to reveal the NX. They have to do it. So, basically, yes, the whole CG thing, I know a lot of people be ramming about it, but, actually CGI trailers, it really hypes a lot of people up. It does. And, just looking at the crowd, the Sony and Microsoft's E3, when they show Record, whenever they show Gears of War 4, Sony show, was it Horizon, that game, and of course, Uncharted 4, the crowd got loud. They was excited. Even though those games not coming out anytime soon, might be coming out either next year or the year after, they was hyped. And believe it or not, hype sells. Because, whenever the PS4, when it first came out that first year, I honestly thought that the PS4 sold based on hype. It didn't really have all the games that I really wanted. But the hypeness of the PS4 sold it. And they got games now, not as much they had the first year, but the advertising, those CGI trailers, all the gameplay footage that the PS4 owners are getting, in 2 to 3 years, it kept everybody hyped and kept everybody intact to want to buy and keep the PS4. But with the Wii U, who the hell want to keep the Wii U after the E3?
Yeah,
what can I look forward to?
That's good marketing, right? You can't. I'm not saying you're saying this, but nobody can attack a company for good marketing. Nintendo didn't market the Wii U at all. Like, there is still people to this day who do not know what the Wii U is.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even if Nintendo doesn't even come out E3 showing G for these games for the NX in the future, have titles pop up on the screen. Blam, Super Punch Out. And after that, let everybody be like, oh, we getting another Punch Out. Blam, F-Zero. Oh, we getting an F-Zero. Blam. Oh, shit, a Zelda. Blam, what game is this? From Retro Studio. That's all you have to say. New game from Retro Studio. And put the name up. And people will be like, oh, shit, we finna get another game? We finna get a new IP? I ain't never heard of this game from Nintendo.
Yeah, but this could be Nintendo being a little arrogant or whatever, being conceited. Are they just expecting people just to think that, hey, Nintendo's got a new console out there? Because that's what it kind of looked like with the Wii U. They didn't even advertise it, didn't do nothing with it. So were they just assuming that everybody just knew that there was a new Nintendo console out there and that they should know that there's games for it it's almost like they didn't even care off the rip. Like they didn't even give this damn console a chance from the get-go. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Because they know that it was gonna be a fail.
Yeah, but
No,
are they gonna, if they do the NX, what are they gonna do this time? Is this their new strategy? Hey guys, Miyamoto, Reggie, we're gonna advertise this time, something we didn't do last time. like what is it? I don't understand it, because with the Wii U they did nothing. It's like this console is doomed out the gate. Like they didn't do nothing for it. I just hope they don't do that with the NX. Just assume everybody knows Nintendo's got a new console out there, and hey, go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
They thought fans they thought it was going to go by word of mouth, so they did the smallest advertisement that they could and hope that it would go by word of mouth like the Wii did. Like too many people didn't know about the Wii, but when people actually seen it and got the concept of it, like, oh snap, that's all I got to do is just hold this and just press one or two buttons. That's easy. You know what I'm saying?
They pushed that Wii. They did push the Wii. I saw a lot of Wii commercials. The Wii U, that wasn't the case. I didn't see, like, everybody and their brother knew who what a Wii was. That, like, they were all buying it. That they could put I remember I worked at Walmart at the time. They put a stack of fucking 2 pallets of Wiis out there. That fucking pallet was gone. They didn't get into the fucking case. Like, it was already gone, already finished. I mean, it was like, didn't even make it to the shelf. Like, that's how, I mean, everybody knew what a Wii was, but they advertised. They did not advertise at all with the Wii U. Very little advertising. You know, it was almost like they ignored this console from the get-go. They were always, it's like almost Nintendo's more focused on their handheld market and don't even give a shit about the home console market anymore. And can you blame them in a way? That's where they make their money. They own that market. They don't own the home console market no more. And I think a lot of people seem to forget that. You know, you got a lot of fans that have been fans for Nintendo for years with their home consoles and don't realize, hey, Nintendo is in the handheld market now, not so much like Sony and Microsoft that are just booming in the home console market.
Yeah, it's true, because this is the first time that Smash Brothers ever touched a handheld. Smash Brothers always been a console, but with the sales of the Wii U, Nintendo had to sell more Smash Brothers. So what they do, they gave the 3DS. Actually, the 3DS version came out first, and of course you got the Hyrule Warriors. We thought that was gonna be a console only, and all of a sudden it's getting ported over to the 3DS with more features, more characters. Like, are you serious? Like that's kind of like a middle finger to the ones that actually bought the Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U. And it just tells you that Nintendo, it's all about business, and since the 3DS is was it 50+ million install base, they're gonna do whatever in their power they can do to sell as many games. That's why they gave us that fake ass Metroid game. That's not a Metroid game. They slapped the word Metroid on it. So out of that 50+ million install base, maybe a couple of million will buy it, even though it's a fake ass slapped on. What the hell is that game? I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is that. Is that some kind of soccer game? Like,
I think
what the fuck is that shit?
It's a Metroid game. It's just Samus, her friends, playing like soccer and shit. That's all that is.
Soccer.
They're playing soccer with a laser gun. That's all.
Oh my gosh, Nintendo is killing me right now. Like, that's ridiculous, man. I don't know. That, like I said, that's just a big ass giant middle finger to the Metroid fans, and the Metroid fan has been wanting a traditional Metroid game for years. They wanted a 2D/3D Metroid game, and of course, everybody thought that we was gonna actually get a Metroid game this year because Reggie Fils-Aimé was wearing a Metroid Samus pin on his jacket. And that was speculated that they might announce a Metroid game on next year's E3, which we was wrong. And I don't know, man, because if y'all saw that if y'all saw that Smash Bros. Championship last year, when Robin Williams' daughter came out there, she competed. She had the Majora's Mask little deal on the side of her, on her side. That she basically teased that game, and it was actually true. So we was like, okay, so since she was wearing that, maybe we might get a Majora's Mask remake. And yes, the 3DS owners got one. And whenever we saw Reggie with that Metroid pin on his jacket, we thought he was teasing the Metroid game, but we was wrong. Technically, we wasn't wrong because we did get a Metroid game, but it wasn't the Metroid game that we actually wanted. Basically, not what you were saying.
I think that Metroid game that we want is coming to the NX.
Yeah, it is because Retro Studios they came out. They said that if they will work on a Metroid game right now, it's gonna be at least 3 more years. That's what they said.
Yeah. So Nintendo gotta they gonna have to play their hand right. They can't always have their cards to their chest. And for next year in July, the release, I don't think it's going to be in July. I just don't see it like right after E3. You got like 3 weeks after E3. You going to the store to buy a new console that you barely know anything about? Nah. I say around the holidays of Thanksgiving. Nintendo probably gonna say, yeah, you can go today or tomorrow and get your pre-orders.
You never know. You never know. Cause remember when Sega Saturn, when they was failing miserably, they here up and with the Dreamcast.
Yeah, and they did that with the Saturn, talking about, oh, you can go out right now and get it. People like, huh?
Yeah.
Now and go get it. Like, I don't know. Man, Nintendo got to do something, man. They got to do something. They gotta compete. If you don't want to compete, at least bring out the same type of hardware that the competitors got. Because this generation, like I said, this generation they want power. They look at power. They look at the PlayStation 4 being the most powerful console, and that's what they're reaching for. That's what they want. They want the PlayStation 4. I know that the Xbox One is it's not as strong as the PlayStation 4, but it's not weak compared to the PlayStation 4. It can still handle what the PlayStation 4 can dish out. So that's what Nintendo got to do. Because I look at both of those systems as the same. Even though PlayStation 4 is the strongest, the probably only way you're going to tell is from exclusive wise. Third party, multiple multi games. Nah, you're not going to tell a really big difference. You're not.
Not really.
So
if it's like an exclusive to the PlayStation, like if it's like a first party IP from Sony, yes, they're gonna showcase the best graphics like Uncharted, and that looks like graphically it looks pretty good. Uncharted 4 and Bloodborne, that look like a beautiful looking game. And of course, you got the Horizon game, looks absolutely stunning. And I'm really looking forward to Horizon. That looks like a game I would freaking enjoy. And that game might be coming out in 2 years from now, but it got me hyped. Like I'm so ready to buy a PlayStation 4 now, but I'm gonna wait a little bit later. Hopefully they will drop the price. I honestly don't think they might drop the. I don't know. Maybe they might drop the price this holidays, but the way PlayStation 4 is selling right now, I don't. What's the point of dropping the price anyway? They still gonna outsell everybody.
I said the same thing. I don't see Sony dropping that price because just the way the PlayStation 4 is selling, why drop the price? You know what I'm saying? If you can get as much money as you can, make a profit as much as you can off your console, and it's selling with no problem, why drop the price?
No, they probably not gonna drop the price, especially with Sony, with their little financial problems, and I don't even know what to say no more because people keep saying Sony is in financial trouble, and yes, they are as a whole, but Sony, they still generate billions and billions and billions of dollars because they do more than just video games. They are an electronic company. They are movie studios. They do a lot of things. So, if anything would actually happen to the PlayStation brand, I'm pretty sure somebody will buy it. Somebody will buy it if Sony can no longer afford it. It's a lot of companies will really love to take the PlayStation brand right now. But as you know, with the whole entire PS4, with the price, would it drop? Probably not. And you know, I guess I want to bring up with the backwards capability with Xbox One that's supposed to be coming out this year, late on this year. Like I heard that I heard Sony was trying to I guess do a counterattack and basically do their little backwards compatible with PlayStation 4, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be the case because they are profiting with the was it the PlayStation Now? And Dave, you have the PlayStation Now, don't you? Dave, you there?
Yeah, I have some family issues going on with my brother right now, but I'm here. I was,
Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah, but Dave, yeah, he said he had the PlayStation Now, but whenever they first revealed the PlayStation Now, I forgot how much it was, but it was pretty pricey with the PlayStation Now, and basically, okay, I think they start off with like 100 games, but out of that 100 games, like majority of the games is basically a bunch of games that people don't give a shit about, and but does anybody know exactly how much was the PlayStation Now whenever when it first came out? Do y'all remember?
When it first came out, for 1 month it was $9.99, and for was it 3 months, $49.99?
$49.99 for 3 months.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly why PlayStation 4 is not going to get backwards capability because they are profiting off the PS Now. They are. So what's the point of changing it? So that's why I thought it was a smart move for Microsoft to make the Xbox One backwards, compatible. So a lot of people won't keep investing on these damn remastered games. And I'm pretty sure a lot of developers got pissed off at Microsoft for making their console backwards compatible. But I guess with Sony, they're gonna still do what they do. Especially, of course, you got their little issues financially. And there's another thing I didn't mention. I don't know the full story, but I'm pretty sure some of y'all are aware about about Sony. I guess PlayStation. They got some kind of crowdfunding going on. They're on a Kickstarter for something. I forgot. It's not. We already know about the whole Shenmue 3 deal, but it's another incident. I forgot what it was. Are you aware about that? Anybody?
Called the First Flight Program.
The First Flight Program. Like, what is that about? I don't know much about that. Like, what's going on?
It's just an option to like kickstart Sony or crowdfund Sony projects, but I was reading into it and I really didn't see anything that talked about it for gaming.
For gaming.
Like other things that Sony because they have other products and stuff like that. I didn't really see anything that had anything to do with PlayStation. Maybe I didn't read as much into it, but it didn't look like it was geared more towards other Sony products that have nothing to do with gaming at all.
Oh, okay.
So basically, it could be, funding like anything, electronics or movie studios.
Don't take more for that. Like I said, I didn't read too much into it, but from what I've seen so far, I don't think it really had anything to do with gaming.
Really?
If you want to double check on that, feel free, because I'm not 100% sure.
Oh no, but I guess for Sony, I didn't like that. They make so much money trying to take money from the consumers, like. With the whole Shenmue 3 project, a lot of people want to play Shenmue 3 because a lot of us, we've been waiting over 10 years for a sequel for Shenmue 2. And whenever Sony, whenever they had their E3 and they brought that man out, to basically, I guess you could say, begging people to fund their game. And of course, I believe after they announced that. I believe they made over $2 million of the Kickstarter in was it like a couple hours, something like that? It broke like records or something like that. And all of a sudden,
like hours or something like that. They made a couple of million.
Yeah, that was like fast. And all of a sudden, they're asking for more money. Like, okay, the stretch goal was $2 million. All of a sudden, it's $3 and $4 million. Like, whenever they get to that stretch goal, it keeps getting larger and larger. Now he wants $10 million. So the game could be a complete open world game the way he wants it. Like, where is Sony at on this? If Sony wants this game to be an exclusive to the PS4, then why are they not making sure that they get the amount of money they need in order to make this happen? That doesn't make sense at all. It really pisses me off. I know this is not on. I know we off topic with Nintendo, but I kind of want to bring this up because I thought this was kind of shady. You know, I don't know. Like anybody have anything on that? Because I just thought it was bullshit.
I gotta go, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I appreciate you got Real Gamer 27 having me on the podcast as always. Thank you guys and everybody else. Nick, Old Dirty. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.
See you later.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're about to end in a few minutes because we've been doing it for over an hour and a half. But
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys more later, guys.
all right, thanks, man. I sure hope you get that little situation, situated. But I guess we've been going on a little bit longer. But anyway, before we end this, like, does anybody have anything else to say about Nintendo or whatever? Because it's just so much shit that's going on, and I know I've been talking about Nintendo a lot lately, but I will, what Dave said a while ago, that he's trying to do a podcast with Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, and I'm going to start doing that too. I'm going to start doing a podcast with Microsoft and Sony, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, but my next podcast is not going to be Nintendo. It's going to be something else. But, anyway, before we end this, like, is there anything anybody wanted to bring to the table before we end this?
I'm just holding out for the Xenoblade Chronicles. That's it.
That's it? No Star Fox or Mario Maker?
I'll see. I'm trying to I just have like this backlog of games I'm trying to finish before I buy a new one. And
That's
again,
understandable.
we'll
That's
see.
understandable.
Hopefully by then, maybe then. I'll probably most likely pick up Mario Maker because I don't think I'll be able to create any level because I just don't have that kind of patience. But I'm looking forward to seeing what other people have to put out there. I get for that.
Yeah, me too.
So we'll see. I'm still kind of wondering about that one.
But with Mario Maker, they said, I believe that like if I if I create a stage, that I could share it with people. Is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole point, I think.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like I probably would, even though I say I'm tired of Mario, but a game like Mario Maker, I would like to play that. I would like to play that. And like I guess with Nintendo, like for the rest of the year, they got some decent games coming out. With Fatal Frame and Double Stir, whenever that's coming out, like we didn't even touch on that. But it's supposed to come out this year. Itagaki say it's gonna come out this year, whether he published the game or not, or Nintendo go publish it. Of course, you got Fast Racing Neo, Mario Maker, Star Fox, Xenoblade. Don't get me wrong. For the rest of the year, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty good with the Wii U lineup. But it's just how they lining these games up. The release dates, it sucks, man. Because for the second straight summer, there is no games coming out for the Wii U. Whenever whenever Mario Kart 8 launched last May, like it came out in May. The next game that we had was Hyrule Warriors. It came out September. Now we're kind of in the same situation, a similar situation. Splatoon came out in May. Now the next game is coming out. I don't even know. I'm not even sure if there's a game coming out in September. Like, isn't Yoshi and Woolly World supposed to be coming out in September or October? I'm not even sure, to be honest.
Yes.
I think it's like August or September, if I'm not mistaken, with Yoshi.
With Yoshi, I don't remember no August release. The only August releases I know is Double Stir in the other regions. But with Yoshi and the Woolly World, I think that might be September, and Mario Maker might be either September or it's October. And
September is Mario Maker, October is Woolly World, because I know Mario Maker's got an infamous release date of 9/11.
Oh, really? Oh, I forgot about that. I remember that because Nintendo, they came out with a statement. They said they didn't try to mock the 9/11 victims. It's just the release time. I guess they're trying to keep it close to the anniversary date whenever the original Nintendo was out, something like that. I believe that's what it was.
Oh.
But You know, yeah, you got all those games. You got a Fatal Frame, Devil Stir, Fast Racing Neo, Star Fox, Xenoblade, Mario Tennis, Mario Maker. So, okay, what's that about 7 games I just named? Okay, it's the July, August, September, October, November. There's like, okay, we are in the 7th month this year. There's like 5 more months left. So why are we not at least getting the game a month? Where's the game in July? Where's the game in August? Like, are they trying to give us 2 games a month? Like, whenever the end of the year comes? Cause we already know, okay, Star Fox and Xenoblade is getting released in December for some reason. I don't know why.
Didn't Nintendo say they're going to release a game a month this year? How'd that work
That's
out?
what they said. Yeah, that's what they said. A game a month. Yeah, it didn't work out too well. The games that they got right now. Well, we actually thought they was actually getting a lot of games earlier this year, but all they got was Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. See how that worked out. You look at the VG charts. Nobody bought that shit.
I think they meant like indies and Virtual Console.
Yeah, basically. And you got Mario Party, which surprisingly so decent. I was looking at the VG charts. It outsold Bayonetta, which it doesn't surprise me. You know, even though Bayonetta is probably one of the best Wii U games out there, it's a rated mature game, and of course a lot of Nintendo fanboys just don't play play those type of games. And it is what it is, man. And you know, you slap a Mario on any game, it's gonna sell, which fucking pisses me off. You know, and of course, Xenoblade came out in Japan like a few months ago, and it won't even touch North America until the end of this year, until December, which is bullshit. That's why Nintendo has to get rid of this region lock, because it really pisses me the fuck off that they'll keep doing this mess. Like, they keep. We understand that. You know, Japan is Nintendo's own territory, but it's weak. It is weak compared to Europe. It's weak compared. I won't say Europe, because Europe is pretty weak. It's weak compared to North America. North America is their strongest market, but it seems like they keep catering to the Japanese market. They gotta, you know, if they want to make a lot more money, they need to stop catering. They need to stop catering more to the Japanese crowd and cater more to North America crowd, since that's where the money is at. And that's why they need to get rid of the region lock. And Amir Iwata, he even said that they are considering getting rid of the region lock. When? We need to know when. Because it's a lot of games that a lot of Wii U owners want to play. Like, it took a lot of begging for Fatal Frame to get localized. It took a lot of begging for Xenoblade Chronicles to get localized. Now people is begging for Dragon Quest to get localized. Like, just so much that a lot of people can take, you know, being a Nintendo fan, because it's just getting too tired just getting sick and tired of begging for games, you know. That's why the Wii U sold the way it did. That's why a lot of people switched over to the Xbox One and the PS4, especially the PS4, because I believe 40% of the PS4 owners owned a Wii last generation. Is that what they said? Study showed. I think they said 40% of the PS4 owners owned a Wii, or something like that.
Wow.
But, what's that?
I said, wow. That's a big number. Shit, that's almost half.
Yeah, that is a big number, and I believe it, because look at the Wii U. The sales sucks. I'm just being real. But anyway, man, I'm about to end this podcast. Like, does anybody have anything else to say?
Nah, that's about it, man. Just Nintendo need to turn around.
That is true. What you say, Nick?
I can't really sit up much longer, man. I'm like so worn out. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're getting tired of this BS with Nintendo, man. Just so much damage controller going on. But anyway, guys, I sure appreciate y'all for joining me. I appreciate it. Dave, appreciate it. Old Dirty, Nick. I tried to get Carl on. I invited him, and I thought he was gonna come, but I guess he didn't show up. And and I'm gonna try to do this a lot more. Like I used to do, like, I guess with Dave. I guess he tried to get like a lot of people on his podcast, like 6 to 8, sometimes 10 people, but it's just to a point that having too many people on a podcast, you wind up having a 3 to 4 hour podcast. I can't do that. I'm too impatient. I'm too impatient to do that shit, man. But like I say, man, on my next podcast, I'm gonna talk either about Sony or Microsoft. I'm gonna start talking about other stuff because Nintendo, I'm just getting burnt out. I'm getting burnt out talking about them. And as me being an Xbox One owner, I'm gonna start talking a lot more about Microsoft. And I don't own a PS4 yet, but I will talk a lot about Sony too, because Horizon, man, I'm just being honest. That Horizon game looks fucking beautiful, dude. That's one of the best looking games I've seen, man. I'm so ready to play that game, even though it's not coming out probably like another 2 years. But just looking at that game, I want to play it like now. So now I'm hype to buy a PS4. That's the reason why the PS4 sold so well, because of the hype. Nintendo's still not taking notes, but anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I sure appreciate all of y'all that joined my podcast. Next time I'm gonna try to answer some questions. I know I had quite a few of y'all joining me today. My views went all the way up to 20, which I appreciate that. That's the second time that happened. I had at least 20 people watching my watching my podcast, and I appreciate all your support, man. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna probably do maybe one podcast a week, whatever. I had been doing podcasts like I want to, but I'm gonna try to do another podcast a week, and it's gonna either be Microsoft or Sony. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna probably dig a little bit on the gaming news, see who has more gaming news, or whatever has more gaming news. And I'm gonna talk about that, or maybe I might just talk about both of them, maybe. So anyway, I appreciate each and every one of y'all that joined me, and let's go ahead and go with you, Old Dirty, for your outro.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dirty. I'm just happy, Real Gamer, let me come to this podcast, give my thoughts and views and stuff on the outcome of the gaming community.
All right, I sure appreciate it. Let's go and go with you, Mr. Nick.
All right, hey, thanks for having me, Real Gamer. We'll see you guys later.
That's some kind of outro.
I'm just like, check out my channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe.
Well, anyway, guys, I sure appreciate each and every one of y'all that joined my podcast. Y'all go check out Nick's channel from Say Lunated. Check out his channel. Check out Old Dirty channel, man. What's the name? What's the name? It's Old Dirty something, right?
The Old Dirty 33.
The old Dirty 33. Y'all check them out. Y'all check out Dave from Dave's Had Enough 187. Check those guys out. They all got great channels, man. I sure appreciate every one of y'all for checking out this podcast. And like I say, man, we keep it real, we keep it unbiased, and we keep it 100. And once again, this is your boy Regaming 27, and y'all have a good day.